Hey guys, in this video I'll be looking over your different options for accommodations while you're on your 2-week Euro trip. Again, like Series 1, I'll start off with cheap and then work my way up. But unlike Series 1, since it's not one specific country, it's a whole continent, there's so many more options. I'll show you how to pick the right one for you, looking at various amenities and things like that.
So first off, I'm not going to show you any one specific lodging option. What I'm going to do is show you how to find the option that best suits you and also show you how to get it at the best price. Alright, let's look at couchsurfing in Poland just as an example. We've got just under 50,000 hosts in Warsaw. Don't mind this, we already know Expedia is way more expensive than finding it ourselves. As you can see, you can search to see if they have any references. I always do, and then check to see what kind of accommodations are available. It's always nice to have a private room, so I select that first, just to check out my options. Alright, always go for the host with the most references. He's got a 99% response rate, which is exceptionally good. He's got great reviews, and his pad looks pretty nice. Now, one important thing to note, he's located in the city center, so he's right next to all the public transportation hubs. This is always nice. Now, one thing you want to make sure your host has is a kitchen that you can use and internet. These little creature comforts are always lovely, and you can save a lot of money on food if you're able to cook your own. Let's move on to hostels. So here we are, searching for a hostel in Rome, Italy for 2 weeks in April. With hostelworlds.com, you can search by amenities or facilities, things like internet, free breakfast, a kitchen, a common room, a bar attached to it. I'm going to choose the yellow under the recommended hostels. So, for 14 days, in their 10-bed mixed dorm, it's 290 euros. So, a little over 20 euros a night. But, if we go to the yellow's website, same dates, "14 days in mid-April is 261 euros, a 29 euro difference just by booking directly through them. That's what you need to do, is find a hostel you like on any of the booking websites, then if it's possible, book directly through them. Now sometimes you can't, the hostel will rely on a booking agency like hostelworld.com or hostels.com, and you're left with no choice other than to use it. But a lot of the time you can find the hostel by Googling their name or using hostels, hostelz.com. Hostels.com is great. I use to check their score and ratings and also see exactly what amenities they offer, free or not. As you can see, the yellow gets an 8.4 with hostels.com, so it's a pretty good choice. Moving on to Airbnb, I'm going to search for rooms in Dubrovnik, Croatia, which some of you might know as King's Landing from Game of Thrones. Again, with Airbnb, you have the options to search by room type. I usually start off with private room, and I always select kitchen and Wi-Fi for amenities. Try and look for a place with a solid amount of reviews. I chose this one because it caught my eye. Nice little seafront property for $25 a night. Ain't too shabby. Now you can always search for a whole apartment or even a shared room. You don't always have to choose a private room. However, a little privacy is always nice. Just remember to always look for an Airbnb host with a lot of reviews. You don't need to spend a crazy amount of money on Airbnb either. I've seen them as low as $10 all the way up to the thousands. But if you're going to be spending all day out and about, you really don't need to get some lavish pad. You just need a comfy place to store your stuff and a nice bed to sleep at night. Lastly, I want to talk about sleeper cars. Imagine being able to travel from country to country as you sleep. Sounds great, right? It is, but be warned, some of the cots can be mad uncomfortable, and if you can't sleep with a lot of movement or weird ambient noises, or a little girl crying all night because her mom is irresponsible, it's really not worth it.
Now I wanted to talk about two more things when it comes to hostels. First off, a lot of hostels in Europe will have a bar or a nightclub attached to it, usually on the first floor or even sometimes on the roof. Now, they can get quite rowdy and very loud, so if you have trouble sleeping if it's too noisy, keep that in mind while you're looking for the perfect hostel. Another thing you should do is bring a pair of flip-flops. I have seen some disgusting showers in my travels where I really wish I had a pair of flip-flops so I didn't have to walk barefoot onto some really nasty, grimy, disgusting floors. So they don't take up too much room and they'll save your feet from nastiness. In the next video, I'll be going over all the various activities you can do while you're on your Euro trip. It might not be one video, I might break it up into several just because, again, I'm looking at a continent, not a single country, but I will look at things that you can do for free and then work my way up. Thanks, guys.